Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. the gun. McDonald. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Marr able to put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again, McDonald. And this is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They go play action with McDonald. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
Griffin there defensively.
And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
44-yard line.
$10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Jaguars 10, Chiefs 3.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Touchdown, Jaguars! Chase Claypool, 50 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Chiefs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. The 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time, he is in.
Yes.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. And that's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked up the pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Chiefs now going to use the... First of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 10. From the gun, McDonald. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And a loose football.
Complete to Josh Oliver. A fumble on the play.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. McDonald eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Leads to second and goal at the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the Wildcard game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
37-yard line.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Flushed out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 67 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare, because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
That's the score. Jaguars 51, Chiefs 31.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Looking to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Got into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week. No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears? I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some ball. Touchdown, Jaguars! Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the play.
And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.